Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhire Nashra Prayasha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Avadayam Stada Vyomni Avadayam Sada Kada Yomni Vaditrani Ghana Ghana Gayanti Tamsma Gandharva Nityanti Apsaraso Muda Avadayam Stada Vyomni Vaditrani Ghana Ghanaha Gayanti Tamsma Gandharva Nrityanti Apsaraso Muda
Avadayam Stada Vyomni Vaditrani Ghana Ghana Gayanti Tamsma Gandharva Nrityanti Apsaraso Muda
Avadhyayam Stadayomni Vaditrani Ghana Gayanti Tamsma Gandharva Nrityanti Apsaraso Muda
Avadayam Stadayomni Vaditrani Ghana Gayanti Tamsma Gandharva Nrityanti Apsaraso Muda
Avadayan sounded Tada at that time Yomni in the sky. Why the sound is not? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vyomni in the sky. Vaditrani musical instrument. Ghana Ganaha the rain clouds. Gayanti sang tam to him. Sma certainly. Gandharvaha the Gandharvas. Nityanti dance. Apsarasaha the Apsaras. Muda in joyful ecstasy. At the time of descent on our demigods in the form of raining clouds, sound and musical instrument in the sky. The celestial musicians, the Gandharvas, sang the glories of the Lord, while celestial dancing girls known as Apsaras danced in joyful ecstasy. At the time of its descent on earth, Demigods in the form of raining clouds, sound and musical instrument in the sky, celestial musicians, the Gandharvas, sang the glories of the Lord, while the celestial dancing girls, known as Apsaras, danced in joyful ecstasy. At time of the Lord appearing, the demigod flying freely in the sky, showered flowers all the direction, all the waters, and everyone's mind was very satisfied. Yes, Supriya Bhatani.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. It is learned herewith that in the higher sky there are living entities who can travel through the air without being hampered. Although we can travel in outer space, we are hampered by so many impediments, but they are not. We learn from the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam that the inhabitants of the planet called Siddha Loka can travel in space from one planet to another without impediment. They showered flowers on the earth when Lord Kapila, the son of Kardama, appeared. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Brahma, the firstborn living being, went along with Marichi and other sages to the place of Kardama's hermitages, which is surrounded by river Saraswati.
Purport. Brahma is called Swayambhu because he is not born of any material father and mother. He is the first living creature and is born from the lotus which grows from the abdomen of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Garbhodashka Shayi Vishnu. Therefore, he is called Swayambhu, self-born.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitanamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tat Kardama Shama Padam Sarvasya Parishritam Swayambhu Sakam Rishibhihi Marichi Adibhi Abhayan. Brahma, the first born living being, went along with Marichi and other sages to the place of Kardama's hermitage, which is surrounded by a river Saraswati. Hare Krishna, everybody. So the meditation here is on whose claps do you want? Kardama Muni did something that even Brahma has come to congratulate. Devatas are throwing flowers. Apsaras are dancing. Don't you want this? But somehow, we are not able to fix ourselves into whose claps, whose appreciation. Everybody is actually trying to please somebody. Everybody is trying to impress somebody. True or not? Somebody is trying to impress his girlfriend. Somebody trying to impress his wife. They want to be a hero. Somebody trying to impress a boss in the office. We want favor of somebody always. And we're trying to, and we're very respectful. You know, we go to meet so many people. They may be very indifferent to us, may not be giving much attention. But somebody is called, they're very alert, they speak very kindly. They try to speak very gently and Sir, yes, sir. He's trying to impress somebody. If you look, all of us is trying to impress somebody. And having done that, we get claps and appreciation and we feel very successful in having done that. But actually the foolishness is that what is the use of this impression? What going to be the use of all this? End of the day, neither it is going to satisfy us, neither it is going to satisfy them, and neither it is to do anything for the good of the world. So you see the Kardama Muni, he is not trying to satisfy the general mass of people. General mass of people in the Vedic time may be appreciative of what he was doing. He was Swayambhava Manu when he came to his hermitage. He respected. But not everybody ordinary people are expected to respect the austerities of a sage. They will think rather for what is he doing? Why is he sitting there? For 10,000 years doing tapasya. How many years? 10,000 years doing tapasya. Just to impress, just to satisfy Krishna. And Krishna came. And then Krishna was so much touched by tapasya, there were tears of joy, of compassion, affection in his eyes. And that's called Bindu Sarovara's form. So he did a physical proof of his tapasya, and Krishna satisfied by the tapasya is Bindu Sarovara. Oh my God. And then the Lord said, yes, I know, you should get married now. And there was a transcendental purpose because his children was going to, daughters are going to get married to each Prajapati, and who's going to continue the populating the universe. After Brahma creates the universe, one service is to populate the universe with the living entities who have to be reformed here. Just like you make a big jail, now you have to get the prisoners who will be reformed there. Or you make a big hospital, you need now people who will be treated there. Or you open a pagal khana. So there's a different way. Sometimes this metal word is compared to pagal khana. Sometimes it is compared to a hospital, sometimes to a jail. That's all it is. So in this world that we are in, if we do not focus ourselves into satisfying the Lord, then the life is lost. And that is why even pantheism is not recommended. Pantheism is a standard so-called philosophy in society today. There are a million gods. Pantheism, many theism. So you can choose whichever you want. There are few crores of them, and there are few crore Indian population. They joke like that, practically one for every 4 Indian, one god is there. 30 crores and 120 crores population. Anna? What is the population there? 120 crores. Yeah. 130 now. So there are one for every 4 or 5 people, there is one god we can select. So they say like that. And then one god is as good as others. It's left to you. You can choose which one you want and work hard to satisfy your deity which you have chosen. And if he's pleased, your life is successful. Now, the very mistake in that is that the very focus in the pleasing the Supreme Lord is lost. Correct? And all this result is gone away. The Lord is pleased. There is satisfaction within the heart. Sarvai pumsa paro dharma yata bhakti adhokshaje. When the Lord is pleased, that is real dharma, in which we focus to satisfy the Supreme Lord. And what do you get? Ahetuki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. And that the devotion service to the Lord is without any cause, without any break, and gives total satisfaction to the heart. Total satisfaction to the heart. So nice it is, so nice. But it's not, we'll take, therefore the Bhagavatam will examine the people who focus themselves in the satisfaction to the Lord, focus themselves in the protection of the Lord, focus themselves to be guided by the Supreme Lord, not left, not right, just focus. Lord means Lord and Acharyas who are revealing the Lord to us. Isn't it amazing? And here is a success story. But sometimes what happens is that we are not so determined to please the Supreme Lord. And we want to please so many people in this world, which is not possible. In fact, automatically when somebody pleases the Supreme Lord, he pleases everybody. Yasmin tustaha jagat tustaha. If he is satisfied, your life is successful. If he is satisfied, whole world is also satisfied with you. So Kardama Muni, you have to congratulate. And who is coming to congratulate him? Brahma. What more do you want? What more do you want? Huh? Brahma is coming, all the Devata throwing flowers, all Apsaras are dancing. Such celebration in the universe happening. And what did Kardama Muni do? He's sitting in a place always trying to satisfy Supreme Lord. And he has won the attention of the, Therefore, pure devotee by his pure devotion service attracts the attention of Supreme Lord and the whole universe to himself. That's a pure devotee. Just by his chanting, Krishna is so pleased. Just by it. Even he sits down and chant, he does devotion service. So it's not that what we are doing, we just have to do it with proper consciousness. First thing, we have to do it for the pleasure of the Lord, also, and do it with proper Krishna consciousness. Then that activity, in the beginning when you do devotion service, we are too much aligned to impersonalism. Therefore, when there is a discussion in Krishna book, there is huge opulence and variety. Brahma is even seeing the Rohini star is in the right place. Everything is being set. It's like the Prime Minister was coming to Mangalore, even the roads were prepared. Anna? People are saying he should come regularly. Anna? But they didn't do pakka job, they did kacha job just for him. And after that, one rain, roads are back to where they were. But all arrangements were being made. Crores were being spent. Anna? They'll make each item in a variety. They will have something, some music to entertain him, some dance to entertain him, so many things. And not for the Supreme Lord. Huh? Because in the beginning of spiritual life, we have a leaning toward impersonalism. When you see all this, these Apsaras dancing, Devatas dancing, we don't know what is the need of all this. We don't understand why the Supreme Personality is coming, not an energy or light. A person is coming. Why they should know of celebration? All the music in the Vedic time was only meant for the pleasure of the Lord. There was no other music. Today we have created so many funny musics. Dance like a monkey on the stage, meaningless, meant for people who are of the category of crows, animals. And their taste are that, and they drink that taste. Unfortunately. Unfortunate victims of the garbage of Grammikatha, which is thrown in the media. Unfortunate victims. Piba the Bhagavata Rasamalayam Aho Muhu Rasika Bhuvi Bhavakaha. Oh, intelligent person, drink only Bhagavata Rasa. Don't be lost into this Grammikatha, which is constantly bombarding us from all directions. Don't be lost. Here is an opportunity. We are listening. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life was only 48 years. Only 48 years. And what did he contribute to the world? His Lord himself. But look at the contribution. Every word he spoke, every statement he made, every act he did is an inspiration for us, even 500 years or over. Isn't it? And 48 years launched the whole Krishna conscious movement in Kali Yuga. Only 48 years. Some of us have already lived that life. What did we contribute? Practically nothing. Life is just dragging along. So what was different? The difference is that, true, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Lord himself, but for a lesson for us, what is different is his consciousness. His consciousness. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to sit in Gambhira, but we can't even discuss that level of consciousness. He is discussing intense separation from Krishna. like in the mood of Radharani, intense separation. What is to be noted? Look at the consciousness. Prabhupada says the the bona fide guru, his desire is to elevate his disciple to this highest level of consciousness, which is Krishna consciousness, Vipralamba Bhava, living in this world in separation from the Lord, feeling the separation and serving the Lord in separation. Wow. And that is the highest devotional ecstasy. Like, to do that, to reach the stage of consciousness, you'll have Brahma coming and congratulating you. You'll have Devata throwing flowers on you. And you'll have Apsaras dancing, celebrating the joy if you can achieve that. In fact, when somebody becomes a pure devotee, even Devatas come for association. When he speaks, even Devatas want to hear because there is pure devotion within his heart. But somehow we do not know, we forget this very target goal. You get lost into so many things. At the end of the day, who is satisfied? Nobody is satisfied. Whole life you work to satisfy the country. A very same countryman shoot you dead. Understand? Overall, we are not satisfied. Whole life you try. Pick up one ordinary individual in life and try to satisfy him with all your hard work. At the end of the day, you'll say, I'm not satisfied. And you feel so disgusted. True? You worked in the office, you work day and night, and the same the boss is shouting. Why did I work if you feel at the end of the day? So we do not know where to work, how to direct our work, and what will be my real success. Vyavaharika level in this world, something we have to do, but we should not lose our heart. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, be normal in this world when you're talking to ordinary karmis, but be very chaste to Krishna in your heart. So that we should not forget. My real objective is start moving. Just like in an ocean. Now the currents are in one direction, the air is in one direction, but my target is clear, no? But having come to Krishna consciousness, my target becomes very clear. And we should, with a good association, we should see that I'm moving towards my target. Even though the current may be against, even though the wind may be against, slowly I'm moving towards my target. And I know this is going to be the real success of my life. And you can feel it. Krishna consciousness is not that you have to take certificate from somebody else. As we are moving, it's not that 1 second you achieve Krishna consciousness. It's a gradual. Pratyaksha-anagamam dharmam susukam kartum avya. Very joyfully performed. And as you're moving towards the target, you're feeling hope. You're feeling happiness. You're feeling hope. And you're feeling, yes, I'm moving. And one day when you reach the target, you understand the life is successful. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore explained bhakti as a plant which is gradually growing. So it's not that suddenly seed is there, or suddenly the tree is there and fruit is there. No. Aisa hota hai kya? I give you a seed, and then that is one stage, and second stage is there is a tree with fruits. No. There are so many stages in between. So bhakti is like a culture. You have to gradually cultivate. And finally, so the Lord has come. Sometimes even we read in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavad Gita, there's no time to explain the details. There is Bhagavatam, there is the elaborate discussion. These are the fruits, these are the trees, this is the bird. We really wonder why so much discussion is there. Yes, the spiritual world, there is more variety. What is variety in this world? In this world, variety has no meaning actually. This variety has no meaning. It's just like you combine the soil, earth and all as a bag of stool and urine only in this world. 84 lakh species in this world have no meaning in the sense externally this variety has no meaning. It has any meaning? We pay so much value to the variety in this world of the colors of the body and the size of the body, the different languages people speak, but they have no meaning. This variety has no meaning, just like given a potter's wheel. There is so many things coming out of it, but that variety at the end of the day just mud, no. Tejo, Vari, Mridam, earth, water and fire, you combine, you can make so many things. End of the day, it has no meaning, that variety. Does it have any meaning? Does it have any meaning? Think about it. It has no meaning. It's just mud only, no? With the mud, I can make a pot. With the mud, I can make a toy. With the mud, I can make so many things. But does it have any meaning? No. It's just mud. But because of us who are not able to see it properly, we feel there is a meaning to the variety. Actually, there is no meaning. With the mud or with the plastic or with the metal, we can make so many. So Maya also, with using earth, water, fire, which is basic way to say, or using in your words, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, it can produce so many bodies. But does the variety have any meaning? And we get lost in that variety of this world. And then there is physical, there is subtle variety. There are so many emotions. That's the movies they play with so many emotions. He says like that, he shows variety of the affections and all. That also is useless. Throwing away all the variety at the physical and mental level. If you can throw it all that away and then approach the spiritual variety. You cannot hold both at the same time. You cannot put legs on the two boats at the same time. You'll fall. One is the world of spiritual variety, other is the world of mental variety. Therefore, you see Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. When you come actually to the spiritual platform, na shochati na kanchati. You become indifferent to mental variety. Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. You become equal to all kind of conditions, all kind of people, all kind of different forms are all equal for you. And whatever variety he says, na shochati na kanchati. You become indifferent to that. Prabhupada says, after coming to spiritual platform, the person shows neutrality and equality. Neutrality, na shochati na kanchati. Equality, samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. And then he achieves pure devotion. Mad bhakti labhate para. And that is Kardama Muni achieved now. Just like a plant, he has grown it. And it's not a joke. He spent 10,000 years putting water in the plant. How many years? 10,000 years. And the plant is ready. Now he's eating the fruit along with his wife. He tells his wife, I'm going to give you the biggest gift, Krishna Prem. And he gives his wife. So if you have a fruit, you can give that fruit. Don't that fruit, what you will give? Janama sartha kari karo parokar. So Kardama Muni gets the fruits, distribute to his wife. And then he's waiting for the Lord to appear in his family. Can you imagine what is the success story it is? Ordinary sage sitting in the forest doing tapasya. And by tapasya, winning the heart of the Lord. Just think about it. The Lord coming and giving him darshan. Lord arranging for his marriage. And is getting a very great devotee wife, Devahuti. And continue tapasya with her. And then with the siddhis, take her all around the universe. And then give her 9 daughters. And about to give her the Lord as the son. And Brahma, Devatat, all are coming, celebrating his life. So just like you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was only for 48 years. What are the achievements? We were hearing yesterday about Madhvacharya. What is an achievement? Can't even imagine their achievements. Such pure Krishna consciousness. Why don't we make this the mission of life? Just think about it. It's not very difficult. Prabhupada says you can go back to Godhead just by desiring. Now that they make law of attraction, all the rubbish tool, they desire the garbage in a dustbin, and whole life keep dreaming and desiring that garbage. Why don't desire something correct? Somebody brings all that garbage, what do you say? So, why don't desire something wonderful? Why don't desire something wonderful? Let me become a pure devotee of Krishna. And be ready there. It's not going to be easy. Be ready. And work towards it. And then the Lord is satisfied. There is a celebration, real celebration. What is the use of celebration of the fools? And among fools, get a clap. Why not focus upon clap of the Supreme Lord? So Kardama Muni was focused. He was not in the city. He was in his in his, therefore they said, Janasanga, again and again, Sangatyaga. He gave up the company of ordinary minded people. Because no use. They're not going to benefit me. Rather, they will distract me. I focused his heart on satisfying the Supreme Lord and did it. Did it. Just imagine his spiritual accomplishment. Even Brahma is congratulated. Just think of how glorious is his life. How glorious is his life. It is said on devotee practices pure, sincere Krishna consciousness. His body, if devatas can even see his spiritual body already visible, and they start throwing flowers. And the moment you are going back to Godhead, the whole universe, the devatas celebrate that. Just like in a jail, the day you are coming out, being reformed, the whole jail staff and the jail staff congratulate you. True? There is a celebration in the universe when somebody is going back to God. And not only that, somebody is very spiritually advanced, his spiritual body is actually totally awakened. Because actually, there are three bodies: spiritual body, subtle body, the gross body. The subtle body is pure, only filled with Krishna Nama. And the spiritual body is already ready now to take the shape. It will take in the spiritual world to serve the Lord. Devatas can even recognize that and they start celebrating. It's a so wonderful life. Or they're waiting, satisfying, they're running whole life, satisfying a girl. You marry me, my life will be another bag of stool and urine. Why you're wasting our time on all that garbage? Why can't we fix ourselves like Kardamamani? And it's such an example it is. 10,000 years. If I take example of Srila Prabhupada, a representative of Kardamamani was in front of us just a small time ago, not very far away. Some of us was born. Prabhupada was already on the planet, but we didn't have fortune to see him. Some of us are born after that. But it is very near, very, very near. I just think about it. And Krishna arranged. There was no need for Srila Prabhupada to struggle for such a long time. There was no need. Krishna arranged, because otherwise we don't know the Krishna consciousness. In total samadhi, with a heart full of compassion. Just like I was saying, the real Acharya business is to untie the hands. We are all stuck to nonsense sense enjoyment. Varieties of sense enjoyment, our heart is stuck. We have to be untied. We have to be liberated from this foolish attachments in this world. That's the real purpose of a guru. Guru's words are harsh sometimes, very sharp. And guru means heavy. He cuts our attachment to the material world and brings us to so that we can get attached to Krishna. Swajanami Kata Krishna. Arjuna was also speaking in a way in Bhagavad Gita, very attached. Swajanam. Krishna, my own man. How can I fight? What did Krishna do? And he surrendered to Krishna. Krishna, I know. Hridaya Dorbalyam. Somebody has come. Somebody see. So, Swajanami Kathama Krishna. Krishna, how do I take care of this? My heart is so attached. True? He was in so much difficulties, so much attachment, weakness of the heart. And what did he approach Krishna for? Krishna, can you untie my hands? That's all he did. Krishna untied his hands. So how can you untie the hand of somebody when your hands are tied? So we can look at the world with great compassion. What is the use? Prabhupada looked at the world with great compassion, so much compassion he could not even sleep. This whole day, night working. Just imagine, you are a doctor and a COVID patient comes, they are dying in front of you. Will you sleep? Many doctors, true, they didn't have any medicine except hot water. Recently I had cold. So I got the test done. Before the result came, I said, what is the use? If it is positive also, I have to drink hot water only. If it is negative also, because there is no medicine. So anyway, and if they give also, they give steroids, which is more dangerous. So what is the use? What is going to be used? You are compassionate on the world suffering with COVID because there is no medicine. What is the use? You can't help people. You are helpless. So similarly, we see people are suffering in Krishna consciousness, but like Prahlad Maharaj says, Shoche tato vimukha chetasa indriyartha. My Lord, I am lamenting for the people who are lost in sense enjoyment. Maya sukha bharamudo to vimudan. And to achieve Maya sukha, they have taken so much labor. Bharamudo vimudan, these fools. They have 100 lines on their head. So much anxiety. Everybody roaming around in this world with so much anxiety to enjoy some sense object or some situation of sense enjoyment. So much anxiety. Such a waste. So, unless you have Krishna consciousness, you cannot benefit anybody. Unless you are recognized by the Lord, you cannot give shelter to anybody. You cannot benefit anybody. Nimitra matre in a bhavasava sachin. Unless the Lord makes you an instrument, you can actually not give Krishna consciousness to anybody. You'll not be able to do any good in this world. So let us therefore remember the life of Srila Prabhupada. You see, how many years? 26 years and 60, 70 years, almost 45 years of tapasya Krishna made him do before giving the result. For him, it's an ecstasy. He is in pure Krishna consciousness. But externally, the lesson for us is he did tapasya 45 years to be able to give something good to this world. Right? So therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Janma sartha kari karo paropkar. First, you benefit yourself, save yourself. Then you can save the world. Okay. So let us focus on ourselves to become Krishna conscious. And becoming Krishna consciousness is the highest selfishness, swartha. But at the same time, highest benevolence. Now somebody just sits down and is not so much involved in so-called beauties of this world. He is working for his spiritual advancement. You can say he's very selfish. But actually by that only he'll become the most liberal man in the world. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said most liberal person because he gave to the world Krishna Prema. But don't have that focus either to get Krishna consciousness, then what you will give? Then you cannot give anything. So lead a life like this, then Brahma comes and congratulates you. The Lord comes and gives you darshan. And the Devatas shower flowers. How auspicious is that life, isn't it? And when you leave the body, the whole world will say, thank you very much. Because he gave a real gift to the people. A real gift. There was in front of Srila Prabhupada once, I told you this instance, somebody came from America. He was a billionaire. And his son had joined Prabhupada. So what he did was that, he's still there. His name is Giriraj Maharaj, some of you know. So in Bombay he came, his father came. And he gave a check in front of Prabhupada. And he wrote, signed it, gave, any amount please take. Give my son. So now Prabhupada called him, Giriraj. So Giriraj came. He said, your father is asking you to come, go with him. You're free. If you want, you can go. And he told, no, Prabhupada, I can't leave you. So just think about it. What was Prabhupada gave him so much? He gave his life. Not only this is one instance, there are thousands of people who gave that. Even in management, they say to make people work just by money, the lowest level of management. Then they say in higher, just like there are some companies where people work even because the atmosphere is very good. You understand? There is great zeal, there is great mission. But nobody can compare to Prabhupada. He didn't give 1 rupee. Now anybody can run a company like that. By a company, you invest 10,000 workers, they will work with you without salary. You cannot even imagine what Prabhupada is. If the Prabhupada says, if I have to give salary to these people, just imagine 10,000 people. Do I have the money to pay? So just think about it in a normal economical sense. Isn't that magic? On average salary in today's term in America, will they say $60,000? Anna? Now multiply by 10. $6 lakh per annum. multiply by another 10, 100. Then what become? $60 lakh, $6 million. Then again multiply by another 100. $600 million. Practically $1 billion of salary, Prabhupada, without paying God the work done. More than you can get salaried people because they work 7 days a week. In fact, the interesting thing is that Prabhupada had some 5,000-10,000 disciples with him. Today, there are lakhs and millions. We are not able to match the book distribution done by them at that time today. We are not able to match. We just watched the WSN World Sankirtan newsletter. They'll show the chart and you can be in a shock because we cannot motivate the way Prabhupada motivated anybody. Intense desire to serve Krishna. And they saw that they were day and night working. So can you do that? Get people work with such zeal that it is difficult to imitate later. They saw tapasya happening. Somebody without sleep is working day and night. They also got very much excited. They were also working very hard. So you just see. And when Srila Prabhupada, how many years he worked hard to achieve this situation? 45 years. Then the situation started unfolding. And then after that, when Srila Prabhupada, to the last day, yesterday I was telling a few days before, the Srila Prabhupada was the diamond, but nobody discovered the diamond. His wife could not discover, his son could not discover, his god brothers could not discover, the public in India could not discover a pure devotee. His guru discovered. Whom did he try to satisfy? His family? No. His wife was not interested in Krishna consciousness. His children? No. They were not so keen about pure Krishna consciousness. They are Vaishnavas, but not interested in pure Krishna consciousness. Even his god brothers, he left them also because they were busy fighting. He left them also. His guru's mission had unfortunately broken down into pieces and they're busy fighting. He didn't find a proper atmosphere to preach now. Aparadhas, there is no atmosphere. He left that also. Just focused himself to satisfy his guru. Day and night, working for 45 years after meeting his guru. And just imagine what a success it is. So just like we see Kardamamani focus his mind, and then there is celebration and recognition, appreciation. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had predicted. What was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction? Mora Senapati, my own commander-in-chief, will come and spread Krishna consciousness all around the world. And he Prabhupada fulfilled the prophecy. Can you imagine? That fortune, isn't that fortune among 1,000 disciples of Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada as Guru to be singled out as, oh, he is the Senapati. What a fortune it is. What a celebration it is. So why we don't do something like that? Chota cheez ke liye apna zindagi, we spoil our life in small silly things. Okay, so try to see this. We can achieve this, and then the life will be successful. Work now. It's not going to be easy. Work for that. Prabhupada said, don't try to see Krishna. Do something that Krishna sees you. And you see, Krishna came and gave him darshan. Brahma came and congratulating him. Apsara the dancing, Devata throwing flowers. What more you want in life? But the point is that just like the small people nowadays, they say, no, small people have small dreams. Dream big. Are, why don't you dream this? Brahma comes and congratulates you. Why don't you dream this? Why don't you dream this? Lord personally coming and seeing me. Chota dream among 5 people in the society. That nobody has friends more than 5. I remember when I became brahmachari, except one relative, practically everybody was sad. Now, had I thought that they will be success, they will be pleased, all my friends thought I'm mad. People still will think you're mad when you say, I will chant Hare Krishna. Yeah, they think you're mad. Relatives think you're gone crazy. Now, is that the target? Now, would anything would have happened to the life had I kept that as the target? Nothing. Just would have wasted my life. And that's so. Let us do something about this. Let us be inspired. The Bhagavatam brings one after another success story for us, for our encouragement. See, it is possible, doable. And by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, we don't have to spend 10,000 years. Lavamatra sadhu sangha sarvasati. In a moment, that consciousness can be achieved. The moment it can be achieved. So let us work with the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is not so difficult. What was so difficult for Kardama Muni? 10,000 years. We don't even have life of 10,000 years today. So it is easier, much easier. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When people all around the world are becoming devotee, Prabhupada said, this is all happening by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu it is possible, but let us take the steps, because Ma Durga has said, after she took Diksha from Haridas Thakur, she said that if we are not going to Jagannath Puri, and some people are calling now. Now I finally, please write to me. Okay? If anything like that, please write to me. Always, the never end of the road. So anyway, so we were discussing one by one Lord Jagannatha's pastimes. So you see that all success stories, all in front of, in the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in front of him, all the devotees, all wonderful success stories. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any questions anybody has?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Prabhuji,
Pranam.
Dandavat
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for
Pranam.
guiding us.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Durga Haridas Thakur. Yeah, so Durga goes to test Haridas Thakur, and then finally she says, who are you? Even my husband can't handle this. You're showing various postures. He was tested twice, second time. First time by prostitute, second time by Durga Devi. And then she says that now the movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going on. If somebody doesn't take benefit and become in full Krishna consciousness, he cannot be delivered in millions of births. If you do not take opportunity, let your movement and day, hours go by without endeavoring for Krishna consciousness, then you're very unfortunate. Okay, that is the point. Okay, thank you. Thank you for reminding. Okay, thank you everybody. Hare Krishna, keep chanting nicely. And devotees are already left. 2 devotees yesterday already left from here to make arrangements.